Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tank B Choppin', and I'm back with another haircut tutorial. Alright guys, as you can see, my boy's got a fro going. We are doing a haircut transformation. We're doing a number 4 on top and a taper fade. So I'm starting off this haircut with my number 4 on my JRLs. And as you can see, we just cutting off all this hair, man. We're cutting off all these curls. You know, we're taking it all down to that desired length. And that is a number that he requested, you know what I'm saying? He told me to do a number 4 on top. So it wasn't my suggestion. But, you know, nonetheless, good pick, you know what I'm saying? So we're doing a number 4 on top, guys. And then just for reference, when I go over the sides, I will be doing a number 3 on the sides. So this is actually one of the cousins of one of my real good clients. So this was my first time cutting his hair. I had never cut his hair before. I was actually surprised when he said he was cutting his hair off. I thought we were gonna do maybe just like an undercut or like an undercut taper type deal. But now he was like, man, I want a 4 and a taper. So I said, all right, man, I got you, let's get it. All right, so like I said, guys, I am going over the sides with my number 3 guard. And the reason why I do this is I always have people ask me, like, why you always make the sides shorter? And for one, I think it looks better. And for two, a lot of the times the hair like poofs out on the sides more than it does on top. So I have to take that down a little more just so it can give that illusion of all being even. Now, you ain't got to do this. And I know some people don't do this and they might talk down on me doing this. But I like doing this. I feel that it gives my haircuts, you know, a little bit of a character, I guess you can say. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different than most people's tapers. So that's why I do it like that. Alright, so now I'm going in with my X Evo, and I am setting in my initial bald guideline for that taper. And we're just going to be doing a mid taper, you know, nothing too high, nothing too low. And I am putting a slight curve to this taper, and the reason why I'm doing that is I want to keep some of that C-cup, you know, a little dark, that way I can put that C-cup, you know, that curve in there. Alright guys, so now I'm going in with my shaver, and I'm just taking everything that I did with that trimmer. I'm taking all that down to razor skin, you know what I'm saying, just so we can get it as short as we can possibly get it. Alright, now what I'm doing is I'm taking that 3 and I'm just debulking the, you know, the taper area. You know, I'm cleaning all that up, you know, cleaning up any discrepancies that I see. And like I said earlier, guys, I'm basically just debulking this tapered part just so I can get more of a level playing field before I actually jump into this taper. So as y'all can see here, I have my lever all the way open and I'm coming up a section. So the amount that I'm coming up is about 3/4 of an inch or so. And it's gonna vary between client to client, but that's just like a good rule of thumb that I normally go by. I normally come up about 3/4 of an inch or so, you know, sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. But even though I'm coming up, I am still keeping that same shape. That way, you know, since that's the look we're going for, I want to keep that same shape throughout the taper. And y'all know how I do it, guys. I close my lever halfway, came halfway into this section, and then closed my lever notch by notch and worked my way down, so that when my lever was all the way closed, I was attacking the bottom of that line. And then what I'm doing now is I'm just doing some small detail work. Now I'm going in with my number 1 guard. My lever is all the way open, and I'm setting in another guideline. And we're still coming up about 3/4 of an inch or so. So, you know, it might be a little closer to 1/2 inch, but we are still using a slight flick out motion. And then once this guideline is set in, I'm gonna begin to take it out. So as you can see, I just closed my lever, and I'm trying to take out that bottom line. That's what I meant when I said set in the line and take it out. I'm talking about that bottom line. And as you can see, it pretty much took it out. You know, we might have to go back and detail it in a little bit, but nonetheless, it's looking pretty good as is. So now I'm going in with my number 2 guard lever all the way open. And I'm coming up another section using a flick out motion. And the thing about what I'm doing here is, since I know I debulked it with a 3, this should basically not create a line. That's what I was trying to say there. It should not create a line. I went in with my lever open, and then I closed my lever all the way, and I'm attacking the top of the previous line that I set in. And as y'all can see, the blend is coming together. There is some discrepancy, some dark areas, you know, some lines I still need to take care of. So with that being said, I'm going in with my 1.5 guard, lever open, attacking that line that y'all see at the top of this taper, and then I'm gonna adjust my lever as needed to get rid of that line. And once again, as y'all can see, guys, I feel that this blend is already coming together. This side didn't give me too many issues. The other side gave me a little bit of issues. I didn't record the opposite side, but this side didn't. I feel that this side came together really well and, you know, quick, and, you know, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel that it was easy for me. But as you can see here, guys, I am going in with my number 1 guard now. And now all I'm doing is cleanup work, detail work, you know what I'm saying? Just cleaning everything up, making this blend really come together, you know, a little more, and making sure this blend pops. So here is my 0 guard, or my half guard, my 1/16 guard. You know, I never know what to call it because everyone calls it something different, so I don't want to confuse y'all. But nonetheless, I'll say my 1/16 guard, and I'm just attacking that very bottom line that you see in this taper. And as you can see, I'm adjusting my lever as needed, and I'm just working that line using some corner blending, and it didn't get that line completely out. So as you can see, I'm going in with my lever all the way open, basically just tapping at these areas and these dark spots that I see, and I'm gonna continue to adjust my lever as needed to get this blend to come together. Alright guys, so now we're gonna move on to the lineup. And just for reference, I am using my absolute hitters. And as you can see, I'm sitting in that line. I started off in the middle, and I'm just working my way over little by little until I reach that vertical bar. And remember, guys, when you're cutting hair, when you're lining someone up, or when you're doing fade work, you want to make sure to keep a brush in your hand or a comb, you know, and you want to make sure to keep brushing away that hair or combing away that hair, laying the hair the way it grows. That way you can actually see what the hair is doing when you're lining them up, or when you're fading them in, or when you're fading them up. Whatever, y'all know what I'm talking about. Alright, so now that that lineup is there, I can actually see the blend a little better. You know, I took my eyes off of the blend for a little bit, came back to it, and I seen some discrepancies that I still needed to tend to. So I went back and did some detail work, and then I decided to go back to the lineup and hit some areas that I felt weren't as sharp as I felt they can be. And now I'm going back to the detail work, and I'm jumping around a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it as, you know, normally how I would do it, but nonetheless, you know, I still got the job done. And what you see me doing now is I'm lining him up behind the ear and over the ear. And instead of actually doing the right side of this taper, what y'all gonna see me do next is the back. And I am gonna be doing the same exact thing. The only difference on this part is I'm using different guards. So you know how your boy does it, man. You know, the clipper guru, the self-proclaimed clipper guru, you know what I'm saying? I just decided to do the back with different guards, and that's just me being me, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I get kind of bored sometimes using the same steps and the same techniques and the same clippers and the same guards. So I've been switching things up a lot, you know what I'm saying? So nonetheless, man, it's the same steps. Like I said, I think I'm just gonna be using different guards. I'm pretty sure I'm using different guards. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe when I was editing this video, I noticed that I was using all black guards on the back. So if they are all black guards, then they are going to be the Gamma Dubs. But anyways, as y'all can see, I'm going in with my lever open, coming up a section after I set in that bald guideline. And then I'm going to fade that section down, meaning I'm going in with my lever open. Then I'm going to close my lever halfway, come halfway into that section, and then close my lever little by little until it's all the way closed, and work my way down every time I close that lever. And once again, let me give a shout out to my boy Tito Beats. I appreciate it, homie. Yeah, so this is my number 1 guard, and as you can see, it's a black guard, so that lets me know that I'm using my Gamma Dubs. And the good thing about the Gamma Dubs is, guys, they fit on most clippers. So if you have like any Gamma clippers, any wall clippers, any JRLs, well, not any JRLs, but you know, like the JRLs, y'all know what I mean, like the clippers that come with that blade, you know what I'm saying, that fits most guards, the Gamma Dubs, you know, fit them well. And I honestly like the Gamma Dubs a lot. I'm not going to sit here and say that they're the best guards, because, you know, you can argue, you know, whatever you want. You can argue that they're the best or not. But I like them a lot. I use them a lot, especially when I want to be quicker. Sometimes I like to put them on. And I think the reason for that is from like the 1.5, the 2, and the 3, they fade really good together. You know what I'm saying? They fade really, really good together. So I think that's why I move a little faster with them. That's just my opinion. I'm not 100% sure. But, you know what I'm saying, nonetheless, yeah, that's just me using these Gamma dubs on the back of this haircut. And just if you're interested, you can purchase these Gamma dubs from the Gamma website, or I think Stylecraft has them on their website also. So you can hit that link in my description, and then when you're checking out, you can use my code TANK10. Also, if you like the trimmers that I'm using, you know, I'm using the X Evos and the Absolute Hitters. You can get those from the website also. And I'm using the shaver on this haircut. So if you like any of those tools, you can actually cop them from either the Gamma Plus website or the Stylecraft website. And you can use my code TANK10, and you know, it's gonna save you a little bit of money. So as y'all can see, guys, the back of this blend is coming together. You know what I'm saying? We working at it, just trying to get it to, you know, come together nice. And, you know, I don't like to do my tapers too low in the back. You know what I'm saying? I like for people to see that it's a taper. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say that I necessarily did a high taper, but it's nowhere near being a low taper. And just some FYI, this is an older video. I believe I want to say I shot it like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I just haven't released it because y'all know your boy's been getting some new tools. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing some unboxings and stuff like that. So I've had this video for a while, you know, and I just barely got around to editing it. Alright guys, so back to the front of this haircut. As you can see, I'm just lining up the opposite side of his front lineup. And as y'all can see, I started in the middle, basically just started where I started last time, and then I'm moving my way to the opposite side. So I'm moving my way left to his right, just to get this line as straight as I can get it. And yeah, you know, I'm combing the hair down because his hair does want to curl up due to his hair being longer. So, you know, you got to make sure that you're combing that hair or brushing that hair down so you can actually see, you know, how that lineup is going to look. And now we're just hitting that vertical bar, then we're gonna hit that C cup. And I did add enhancements on this haircut. I'm not sure if I recorded it, but just so y'all know, I did add some enhancements on it. Alright guys, so this time my boy came into the shop looking. As y'all can tell, you know, it'd been a good minute before he had a haircut. And this is the final product. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this haircut in the comments, guys. If y'all like this haircut, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure and subscribe one time for your boy. And that's basically it, YouTube. I appreciate y'all. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you're in the Houston, Texas area and you want to book an appointment with your boy, you can go to tankbechopping.com. You know what I'm saying? You can book from there. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. I appreciate y'all, YouTube. Until next time, let's go.